SBR Holland is a 7, 8-ish year old gelding. Stands about 16 hands, maybe a tad over. He does walk, trot, and canter. However, he needs a little work on a canter start, which you will see in the video. We did purchase this horse from an Amish man who called us. He did not want him to go to slaughter, or the butcher as they call it, and so we agreed to pick the horse up. We got him at the end of probably around August, and he was thin. No, it wasn't August. We had to have gotten him in maybe June because we used him in our July camp. He came in thin. He was healthy looking, but just not, he was underweight. And so we worked him. Of course, he quarantined, and then we worked him, and we put him in our summer camp and used him once a day for the kids. And he, in the summer camp, the smaller children rode him, and he was very, very good. We only walked, trot, and cantered, or walk and trotted, I mean. And they also did patterns on him, and so he stayed to the rail for the kids. He gave them a lot of confidence, and he was very willing to do patterns and figure eights and circles and diagonal lines. He was, if you pointed him there, he went happily. We did not canter him during camp, but he's been a horse that I'm sure has been in saddlebred school early on, as he knows what the rail is and he stays right to it, which doesn't usually happen when a horse has been raised in the Amish community. He did canter. Took him a little while to remember, but it wasn't like he'd never done it before, so I'm sure somebody had him and worked him. He obviously does not have a lot of motion and probably did not have the motion that he needed to be a show horse or a prospect in that way, and so he was sold and then obviously purchased and put on the road. We've let him grow up and fill out and feel better. He was just thin and lacked muscle tone, and he's been on the back burner. We've brought him in. Aaron's ridden him a few times, and then we've had our riders ride him, and I like teaching on him. He's a horse that's very willing and very nice to deal with. He does canter, and Aaron and Brienne, but mostly Brienne, they've been working with him, but probably Brienne the most, to canter. And you'll see when Aaron canters him, he, to start out, takes the correct lead, and then he gets into the second corner a little deep. He's just past the first one, so he's going to go up into the second corner, and it causes him to canter a square like right through there, and then he swaps leads. And then when he did that, he changed in front, so he changed him back first. We've been working him on setting his head, and you're going to see him pulling down there a little bit. We've started putting him in a shorter martingale, and he's learning what that's all about. When the kids ride him, we do not put him in a short martingale. We don't want him to develop that habit. He started out very nicely, very collected. He will canter a little quicker if you don't know what you're doing, so he's a horse that needs to continue to be worked on, but he'll collect up very, very nicely. The nice thing about this horse is that his trot is a little quicker, and he really sets off a rider for equitation, for academy, because their legs don't move a lot. And once he gets this nice canter, it's a soft canter. It's not intimidating. It's not big and strong to where some of your riders are going to freak out if they ride it. Aaron always rewards these horses after they've done stuff because we want them to, like their job. And you're going to notice when she reverses him, she's going to go right back into that canter. When we're working a horse, the rescues on this, we like to teach them, once we do canter one way, we like to reverse and canter the other way because the horse already has canter on the brain. So it's not like he has to guess what gait when he's unfamiliar with them. And he's going to do a pretty good start here, kind of collect it up. You're going to see him shuffle his feet a little bit to make sure he gets the correct lead. Right there, he did that, which is nice. Aaron tipped him and held him in position, and he adjusted his feet to get the correct lead, so he's thinking left and right, which is very important, and he's cantering very nicely. If you're interested in this horse, contact Saddlebred Rescue and talk to Erin, and she'll be more than happy to give you more information on SBR Holland.